The real estate market is getting a shakeup. If you've ever used an agent to sell a home, you know the going rate for a long time was an average of 6%. That means 6% of the sale price as commission to the agent.
And a new ruling has changed that and could have a greater impact on the housing market. Dominic Janidas is here to tell us more about the agreement. Dominic, where is all of this stemming from?
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So happy to have
and
you.
I do love talking real estate, so this is great. What I would basically say that this stems from a class action suit that that came forth, and really, bottom line, it was based off of pretty much the historical model of compensation, of cooperative compensation within the MLS, almost being a little bit too easy to kind of miss having a substantive or more detailed conversation with consumers, buyers, or sellers about who's getting paid, who's paying them, and when and how. That's basically in a nutshell. I mean, I'm not an attorney, so I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of the actual settlement, but that is basically kind of in a nutshell where we're sitting. And it really, I think, is bringing to light consumer protection, transparency, consumer knowledge, and kind of putting a little bit more power back on that side of things.
Absolutely. And I mean, we were talking before about the real estate market. I feel like it's very, at any given time, is volatile. It's not at any, it's kind of really high and really low, and there's a drought and there's a lot of properties. So hopefully this will kind of even everything out. What changes are expected for buyers, do you anticipate?
So from a buyer's perspective, I would say from buyer agency with agents and then actual buyers themselves, a lot of changes, not meant to be scary, but again, putting a little bit more focus on consumer protection, advocacy, and transparency. What buyers can expect now with this new ruling is you will be required, a buyer will be required to have a written agreement with a buyer's agent, whether it is a buyer agency agreement that creates a contractual relationship, or actually just kind of an acknowledgement form before you even tour a property. And that's whether it's virtual or in person. So that's probably the biggest change. The caveat to that, or I guess the exception, would be open houses. That doesn't necessarily take place with open houses, but you will be required to have an agreement of some sort with an agent, with a buyer's rep, before entering a property, and that will disclose to you who you're paying, what you're paying, what services are being provided to you, which I think is very important.
Yeah. And what about if you're selling a house? Because we were just recently in this situation, and you're having to pay the buyer's agent, the seller's agent, whoever else. It's just it's a lot. Everyone.
Yeah. So some changes, not as labor intensive as for what you would see on the buyer side, and the common misconception is that commission is going away or compensation is going away, right? Agents will still be getting paid, right? I don't want to work for free, right? No. But the bottom line, you will still be paying somebody, but I think the big thing is what is not changing, and that's compensation. But what I think the biggest takeaway is from a seller's perspective, yes, some things change in forms that you sign, and maybe how your house might be shown, but bottom line, you're still paying an agent. And I think the historical model of when a seller would pay a listing agent, and a listing agent would share in that compensation, which is called cooperating compensation with a buyer, and then they would pay, pay the buyer's agent. I think what you're going to see is maybe sellers only paying their real estate practitioner, their listing agent, and buyers only paying their buyer's agent. Though that's been allowed forever, that's how it's always been, the historical model seems to be that there was more practice on everyone, the seller is paying everyone, even though that's not necessarily the case.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. It's so funny to get your perspective on this, because we're out here like, oh, here's a check, and Dom's like, well, yeah, the check feels big, and you feel like you're paying everyone, but everyone's only getting a small amount.
Oh, and we're the last ones to get paid, let me assure you. But yes.
I love that.
I'm just curious that you bring up a good point. Like, if what's the word on the street here? Like, give us the truth. What are real estate agents? How do they feel about this, and what are they saying? Because I would have to think that at first it was kind of like, whoa, like what is happening here? Yeah.
Sure. I think that there's always going to be some kind of like sticker shock or some kind of like, oh my gosh, there's change happening. Nobody likes change, right? But I think the big thing to remember is that as realtors, as real estate practitioners, we want to focus on consumer protection and advocacy because we are the fiduciary to these clients, whether you're buying or selling, or you're a landlord or a tenant, whatever the case may be. We want the utmost, protection for the client, and I think that this kind of brings you back to that, where we are having these conversations with clients, like from jump, right?
Right.
We're talking agency relationship. We're talking how am I going to get paid? Who are you paying? What services can you expect from me? So really, I mean, this comes back to just full transparency
which we love.
Which we love.
And it's more of a
love that.
conversation now versus
It really
being like,
is.
this is what you're going to do.
100%. And I think that real estate can be scary enough, right? And change can be scary enough. So finding an advocate for you, finding a real estate professional, a realtor, a professional who does this day in, day out for their career, where you can just vibe and have a conversation
Yeah.
with, that's where I think it comes down
So
to.
Thank you so much. Good information.
Thank
right?
you so
Yeah.
much, Dom. For more info on the Realtors Association of Metropolitan Pittsburgh, you can head to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh.